Alright, so here we go. This is heat number 1. Yeah, already I'm going into this meeting knowing that I'm not very strong around this track, honestly. Both Shale tracks, Mudford and Bloomfield. I guess I'm nowhere near on any type of competitive level on Mudford, but I feel like here I can have some decent moments, but still not really on the top level. So as you can tell, we're just lining up into our grades, into our set positions. I'm starting outside back row for the red tops. I thought I booked in for the meeting, but I didn't. So when they put the heats up, I realised, oh, I didn't even book in. I think because I scrolled past the post so many times thinking I booked in, but I just didn't. So I commented on it, and then they DM'd me, and then they told me back on my grade, heat 1 and 2. So that's what I did, and here I am, just waiting for the rolling lap to start. But yeah, I'm just sat here like, oh, what is going to happen? Because I already know, like, I'm absolutely tragic around here. Practice didn't really go that well. I don't know whether I'll include the final in here, because, well, I got spun, and then it was just, I don't know. I feel like there was a few moments where I was getting frustrated through this meeting, and some things are maybe my fault, some things maybe weren't, but yeah, not the best start, if I'm gonna be honest. I was a bit worried because me and Nathan were having like a bit of a mess about during the practice session, and I didn't know whether he would take that into the meeting, so I was kind of worried. But as you can tell, already after a shocking start, it wasn't Josh's fault at all. He was just battling and happened to just bump me off the track. I wasn't bothered by that. I already knew at that point that it wasn't his fault. But yeah, I knew there'll be a few battles going up ahead, obviously, as you can tell. So I knew that if I just didn't drive myself off the track and actually stay composed, I might be able to pick my way back through the field and finish with a decent position and enough points to put me into the final. But yeah, I didn't want to make any like heroic moves or anything, like just diving down the inside, just every now and then putting the bumper in. I'm not going to really take fault for getting him off the track there, since I pushed him going into the corner and he went off the track down the straight, so he could have prevented that himself. But yeah, I didn't really want to go down the inside and Mick there, because he's already battling with Shane, and I know that the inside is a slower line, so if I end up going down the inside, I'm going to screw it for myself. So yeah, a few bit of bashing there, but luckily no one spun out, or no incidents there. I wanted to stay on Josh's tail, but Josh just managed to just get on with it and go, trying to move past Shane. Didn't really mean to hit him like that, where he would go out wide, but he didn't go off the track, so that's alright. But then again, here's Nathan. I was a bit worried seeing him, so I was trying to be careful about it. I noticed I was in 8th, I was like, right, I need to move up some positions, because, well, 8th place is only 1 point. Then I got put on the outside, and I'm like, oh no. I don't know what happened to Shane, I don't know whether he lagged off the track, but as you can tell by the footage, I didn't come close to hitting his car, so it wouldn't have been me that put him off the track like that. But yeah, I knew that a win was not in the, like, wasn't going to be anything for me, because, well, I can see Chapman, he's gone, but I knew that because Chapman's in the lead, I knew that every car in front of me was a position, no one's getting overlapped, and they were all together, so I was like, right, I can try and pick maybe 1 or 2 of them off before the end of the race, and that's exactly what I went to do. Nathan went a little bit wide off the track, so I just went down the inside there. He put himself on my back bumper, and I thought he was just going to try and take me out, so I went a bit further down the inside that time. And then he made a mistake which gave me the gap, and obviously he wasn't close enough to come back at me. I wanted to get F1 Mick and Carl coming up to the final lap, because I knew that it would be us 3, because we're not going to get on terms with Josh, I didn't think. So I knew it was going to be between us 3 to get the position. I slowed down a little bit there because I felt like Carl was going to dive, and I was right, so I prevented a little bit more happening to me there as well. I dived myself down the inside, and I slowed down on the outside because I knew I was going to get nowhere on the outside, and then put myself down the inside. And that was a perfectly good move, nothing wrong with it. Maybe a bit annoying how I hit the brake, not hit the brakes, but just sort of throttled off around the outside, but I was never going to get that position on the outside, so I obviously had to just throttle off and then go down the inside, go in the final corner, and then take 4th place after a good comeback. Okay, here we go, heat number 2. I was fairly confident going into this one after that first result, coming from, well, last place to getting a pretty, I guess, respectful 4th place. I don't know, I felt like it was a good race for me. Coming into heat 2, I noticed there was a few quick drivers in this one. A lot maybe more aggressive and competitive drivers compared to the last heat, with the likes of Shotstopper, Sita, who I'm starting alongside with here. But I think, yeah, he moved up the place and then I was next to this guy, which I have no clue what to say. How I say name, mate, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm not even next, I'm just starting at the back, but yeah. I felt confident because Master Smithy was on the outside and the front row because, well, I know what he's like when it comes to the wheel, so my hope was going to take everyone out on that one, but everyone, well, 2 drivers at red got a slow start, so I tried to take advantage of that. I don't know whether that was my fault or anything. I wasn't trying to push anyone off, I was just battling with Sita. I guess it was just wrong place, wrong time for whoever went off the track. I think it might have been Smithy. But yeah, battling with these 2, got them both all over me right now. Don't really want to make any mistakes and go off the track. But as of right now, Rob's in a good position. I didn't mean to do that. You can watch back the footage. I was staying on my line on the outside and he kind of drove into me and then went off. So I'm not really going to take fault for that. Because I was right on the outside. I don't know how much space I needed, but yeah. So I'm down to 8th after a pretty decent start. So it was annoying to have that start just gone away like that. After just a few laps to go battling for 2nd. I knew if I stayed on the back bumper or shot stopper, I might have been alright, but then James gave me a little boost, so I was able to get on terms with him, get side by side with him. Fastest lap of the race there, thanks to James, so cheers mate. But yeah, so right now we're trailing around in 6th place, coming on to the 8th lap. So far I'm in a decent position already with the 4th place. A 6th would really, a 6th would guarantee me a final position. Like, a 5th would guarantee, but a 6th is kind of like you might not, depend on everyone else. But as of right now, I thought I pretty much knew that I was in the final. But yeah, side by side try to stop. It was a bit of a shite overtake, but like it was one of those moments where you go round them, but like when you hit their car, it kind of doesn't let you turn off the car, so it looks like you're trying to force them off the track, but you're trying to turn off it, but your car's kind of stuck with theirs, if you get what I mean. But these people all battling up front. So I figured I might be able to catch them. I knew I'd be able to catch Rob. I knew I'd be able to do that. But I had shot stopper right on my tail. I got in front of him, then I started making a few mistakes, and that's what happened in the final. I had an amazing start in the final. I think I got into 2nd, went to go catch the leader, but I had Chapman on my tail. And because this track, you know, it's so easy to go down the inside, I kept going down the inside so he wouldn't overtake me. So I kept making mistakes, and then he overtook me, and then I got spun, and then it just went downhill from there. But yeah, luckily shot stopper came in with a nice last bender in the final to take out the guy that spun me out. So you know what, thank you for that, mate. But yeah, I knew there was a 3rd place up for grabs there, so I went for it. I tried to move my car so he would go into my back bumper, and it worked perfectly. I do that quite a lot. I kind of position my car so going into a corner, they give my car a boost and I can go ahead of them quite well. But yeah, a 3rd place, not really going to complain. I've had a 4th and a 3rd, that's a good amount of points for me. But yeah, I'll probably play a little bit of the final, we'll see. If not, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you next time.